Hello, welcome to the stream. LVO, hello, welcome to the stream. Boxing guy, hello, welcome to the stream. That I'm good. I'm doing pretty good. And I finally decided to start streaming and actually do something productive instead of just waste time. Are you talking, Skelly? I can't hear you. Oh, there. Yeah, I was quiet. I was quiet at the first because I usually do that. Stay quiet for the first minute of the stream because like nobody is gonna be there probably, and also just letting people come in, give them a little bit of time before I actually start talking. So yeah, um, so far, by the way, I found that the middle mouse, the middle like I think it's called the middle mouse maybe. Anyway, the thing you use to scroll, if I click on it, I can actually grab this, which is really cool. Because I was looking at a video about a guy learning Da Vinci, and he discovered that he can do this. And I think he said that, not sure if that's the case. I think he said that this doesn't exist in Premiere, which is good, which is cool. So yeah, um, I'm gonna get something to eat. Kinda hungry. All right. So yeah. First, I guess let me let you guys listen to the video a little bit, so we can get an idea of where I'm at the moment. All right. Let me wear my glasses.
The LARPing situation just got even crazier. A lot of LARP tubers appeared in the last few days. There is LARPular MMOs, Techno LARP, LARP Low, and we also have the face of LARP tubing, LARP Applier. There is even a whole flippin' website called LARPtube. Like, bro, is LARPing a serious thing now? Hey man, that's cool and all, but like, what is LARP? Yeah, for real. Someone in my comments said that they don't really know what LARP means, so let's start by explaining the word LARP. So, originally, LARP is an abbreviation of live action role playing, which is basically just cosplaying, but you have to act like the character you're playing, and the environment is usually treated as part of the story. For example, you imagine a school to be a castle, or a forest to be an elf town, or act like the character you're playing, and the environment is usually treated as part of the story. For example, you imagine a school to be a castle, or a forest to be an elf town, or something, I don't know, the limit is your imagination. This is the original meaning of LARP, but how did the word used for this turn to this? Before I explain what happened,
Mm, and then yeah, I stopped over here.
internet is famous for turning things to memes even when they don't
So I can do the funny part. Kelly, do you have a job? About the slur. Uh, no, employed. I'm just a college student. Well, um, not right now at least, cause like it's summer vacation. So we gotta basically gotta start making some stuff. Right. So first, let's see. There's something that we gotta do here. Well, there's like these drawings, like those are for later. I think I should probably do the ones that I have to do now. Hmm. Which means that I gotta do this.
Please make sure to subscribe so I can make more videos like this. Look, as we all know, the internet don't really have any meaning like skibbity or success. Like skibbity or success.
Um, Alright, I think I know what to do over here. Just put these away. I think I'll like increase the size actually over here. Not that big. Yup, this. Let's do a sketch first. Yes, just something like that. I feel like it's kind of hard to do like clean lines. I gotta actually elevate my hand instead of keeping it on my desk. Like the elbow cannot uh, rest. Mm, how do I get myself to stop procrastinating? Uh, Maybe start streaming your yourselves making a video or doing uh, whatever you want to do. It's like people are watching you if you start streaming. So we can't just be like, yeah guys, I know I only streamed for 10 minutes, but like I don't feel like doing this anymore. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. I do goodbye. You know, it doesn't. You're probably not gonna do that. You know. Did I go live to quit my procrastination addiction? Yeah, I mean you can stream. That's one way to do it. I mean that's how I do it personally. Because when I stream, I actually um, continue being productive for like 4 hours or uh, longer, something like that. Cause like I'm streaming, I can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. Well, of course I can, but like it just doesn't feel right. Even if I don't feel like I want to continue, even if I'm not in the mood, I'm like, let's push myself. Let me push myself a little bit. Get that mindset when you're in that situation. I think procrastination isn't an addiction. Yeah, but like it's usually because of an addiction. You're procrastinating because of an addiction. Not that procrastination is an addiction, but like um, it's the result of addiction, probably. Whether that's doom scrolling or whatever. Mhm. Are you passionate about your craft? You mean like making YouTube videos? Yeah, I love making YouTube videos. I've been making YouTube videos since I was a child. Well, exactly as a child. Maybe I was a teenager at that point. Under the legal age of maturity. Anyway, I was just looking up the definition. Why are we quiet? I guess because I was drawing stuff. I'm usually quiet when I actually draw stuff, so yeah. Expect more stuff like that to happen. What? Oh, it's because of that. Alright, alright, I see, I see. I see. This. No, it's gonna work. Cool. What was the number again? I'm probably not gonna use this. Probably 25. Billy, you like making vids when you were young too? Yeah, I used to make stick fight animation. Um, yeah, I liked making YouTube videos from a really young age. Hey, mhm. Then I'm just gonna do this and do this. Well, this and mhm. Then hide all of these except for this one. Make this smaller. Uh, I look like the face here. Let's redo this. I think that's like too small. Mm-hmm. Uh, are you using your drawing pad? Yeah, I'm using my drawing tablet. Let me kind of like this, yeah. Remove the background. Yeah, this is good enough. Sure. Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit quicker now with the tablet. I'm getting used to it slowly but surely. Make a new layer, make a guy. With a shotgun. Now I gotta Google shotgun so I can get a good idea. I get an idea of how shotgun looks like. Let me write shotgun and madness combat. So I can also see how the hands will look like. Okay. Then it's gonna be this, this. Mm, yeah. Now let me do the hands. Make another layer. Put these fingers. Be like these, like this. I mean, remove these. Then the hand is gonna this. Yeah, I gotta change how big the shotgun is. Comes to the handle. Too big over here. This. Cool. Yeah, like that. Mm-hmm. Let me read the chat now. Nothing in the chat, cool. So now let's color the stuff. Make a new layer. Make this white and start coloring everything inside the hand. Over here. Go here. Make a new layer. Start coloring. And these other stuff are gonna be gray. And one darker gray over here. Basically looks black. Let's use this one. Great. Let me download this one. Then my character will be like, my bad, will not repeat that kind of moment. And then do this. Yeah. Feel like there's something wrong with the eyes. Make them bigger. Probably gonna fix it. Yeah, I did. Cool. Great. Let's put that in DaVinci now. Shall Is that a real gun? Ooh, that's a shot. Hello, I'm back. Hello. Uh, hi. Hello. No, I'm done. Welcome to the stream. All right. So like, got it now. By the way, I like this feature. I can like make a section where, like, because PNGs is a file in my PC that has all my PNG, well, most of my PNGs. If the simple, uh, reusable drawings that I can put in every video. I can like put the whole folder in this section over here. So I don't need to go click this. Where is that? Gotta go to cut. Click this and then try to find the picture I want and then click on it and then put it over here. I can just you know directly put every PNG over here instead of picking each one whenever I need it in a video. I have all of them over here and I can take one whenever I want. It's really cool. So yeah, what am I gonna do now?
This turn to this. Before I explain when they don't really have any meaning, like skibbity or they don't really have any meaning, like
All right, hold on. I guess I gotta draw a skibidi toilet. Let me delete all these layers. Maybe not. What am I doing over here? By the way, here's what I wrote this. Skibidi. I don't know. I want something for this before I do the 6-7 part. I guess let me just put the pictures for the 6-7 part and then we can talk about the other stuff. Yeah. Did I put that in PNG? Bruh. I gotta put it in master. The other one. Okay.
even when they don't really have any meaning, like skibbity or any meaning, like skibbity or
6-7. This is what I want.
six.
Uh, let's zoom in over here.
Or six.
How long is this one? Make them the same size. Now let me just copy these two and paste it. Wow, I'm glad I can do that.
Or six.
If I make all of them smaller, can't I do that? Make them all smaller at the same time? Just like I can't.
Or six. Skibbity or six.
And I stop here. Then let me add the other picture. How can I make this bigger? Kind of annoying seeing how small this is. One way to do it, I guess I gotta make this one smaller. Yeah, like this, cool. They don't even care about this side, at least at the moment.
success. My, my bad. And my bad.
Put this one and delete the what? Only this one. Put this over here. Let's look at this.
Skibbity or success. My bad. Anyway, the word LARP
Alright. Hello, Soap Wizard. Welcome to the stream. Can you add me on Roblox? I'm not playing Roblox at the moment. Sure, maybe later. Right. Oh, hold on. This child over here with a yes, what is it called? Dorito? Uh, not juice. Anyway, the flavor thing, the flavor is in the hands and mouth. I want to draw. This is what I say I want to draw. I see. So I gotta draw these stuff. Okay. Let's do that, I guess. So no activity like this. Delete that and make a new drawing. Mm-hmm. Then tablet, or iPad. I mean, an iPad is just a tablet, but like for Apple, yeah, it's a tablet. Whatever, man. Let's just think it like this. Okay, this whole thing. Uh, yeah. Let me put some yellow, orange. I mean, that looks like something else. We do orange, full orange. Opacity is too low. Brain rot. Yeah. Hmm. Cool. Let's move all of these. Okay. So this is gonna be like rails. Now let's make shorts. I think it was like that, kinda. Okay, let's do this. Export this. And go back. Man, I already feel tired. Especially with not sure what this muscle is called. It's because I keep elevating my arm so I can draw in a good way. So this one's gonna be red, completely red, but with a twist. It's gonna have this icon and whiten it. Then there's TikTok. Well, first, let's export this one. And another one. TikTok. I don't know. TikTok is kind of like this. Thing a little bit of pink, I guess. This whole thing is black. Yeah. Well, let's do this. Wrong here. Well, why isn't it coloring that? Oh, so now it does it. Yo, this doesn't look like like the way it looks in my I mean, in my drawing tablet. Over here, it looks like kind of like pink, the way like light pink. But in the PC monitor, it looks a dark pink. I gotta fix the colors and the drawing tablet. Like I noticed that the colors are wrong. Okay, I guess let's keep it. Well, I already did that, so I guess let's not care about it.
Skibbity or success. My bad. Anyway, what what happened to the word? Please make sure as we all know, different names, even when they don't really have any meaning, like skibbity or success. My bad. Anyway, the word LARP I explained before does not mean the same LARP the internet uses. LARP in the internet basically means when a person is pretending to be something they're not. For example, look, as we all know, the internet is famous for turning things to memes even when they don't really have any meaning. Like any meaning, any meaning, like skibbity or like skibbity or success when they don't really have any meaning, like skibbity or success. My bad. Anyway, the word LARP I explained before does not mean the same LARP the internet uses. LARP in the internet basically means when a person is pretending to be something they're not. For example, someone making videos in a private jet
Mm.
This. Before I explain what happened to the word, please make sure to subscribe so I can make more videos like this. Look, as we all know, the internet is famous for turning things to memes even when they don't really have any meaning, like Look, the internet is famous. The internet is
Let's see if I can put this subscribe button. So there's one subscribe button there, but I want this one, yeah. One I just found. This one. It's just got a quality. Can you guys even see? Yeah, it's let's great. I don't like how I can't really grab this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't like how I can't grab this. I saw in a video
Before I explain what happened to
that you can actually grab the thing over here, but that was an old version. Maybe in the new version that is removed. But it's a really good thing, so I doubt it got removed. It's probably just me not knowing how to do it.
the word, please make sure
And I just go to my favorite, add push, click on this push and push right.
the word, please make sure to subscribe so I can make more videos like this.
It's better.
The word, please make sure to
Yeah.
What happened to the word, please make sure to subscribe so I can make what happened to the word, please make sure to subscribe so I can make more videos like this. Look,
Then I add push again.
this. Look, as we all know, the internet is famous for turning things to memes like this. Look, as we all know, the internet is famous for turning things to memes even when they don't really have any meaning, like skibbity or success. My bad. Anyway, the word LARP I explained before does not mean the same LARP the internet uses. LARP in the internet basically means when a person is pretending to be something they're not.
Hmm. I already feel kind of tired. Maybe I'm just complaining a lot. I mean, this is nothing compared to being in a cave mining. Yeah, I really gotta stop complaining over here. I gotta start looking at more uh like one of those oil ring uh jobs or something. Not sure what they are called exactly. Oil rig. Oh yeah. For 10 hours. And I kind of like I was waiting for a I wanted to get a video of somebody working for 10 hours doing that. Yeah. Right. Let's see. So this is how much I did. I have this place and this place. They need stuff. Well, this place it's empty space actually has some stuff in it, so it doesn't need anything. This one needs stuff. I think with this one.
Popular MMOs, TechnoLARP, LARP Low. The guy made like one video, then bam. He already has double my subscribers. And we also have the face of LARP tubing, LARP Applier. There is even a whole flippin' website called LARPTube. Like, bro, is LARPing a serious thing now? Hey man, that's cool and all, but like, what is LARP? Yeah, for real, someone in my comments said that they don't really know what LARP means, so let's start by explaining the word LARP. So, originally, LARP is an abbreviation of live action role playing, which is basically just cosplaying, but you have to act like the character you're playing, and the environment is usually treated as part of the story. For example, you imagine a school to be a castle, or a forest to be an elf town, or something, I don't know, the limit is your imagination. This is the original meaning of LARP, but how did the word used for this turn to this? Before I explain what happened to the word, please make sure to subscribe so I can make more videos like this. Look, as we all know, the internet is famous for turning things to memes even when they don't really have any meaning, like skibbity or success.
Mm,
Memes even when they don't really have any meaning. As we all know, the internet is famous for turning things to memes even when they don't really have any meaning, like skibbity or success. My bad. Anyway, the word LARP I explained before does not mean the same LARP the internet uses. LARP in the internet basically means when a person is pretending to be something they're not. For example, someone making videos in a private jet about being rich and that you can get rich too by buying his horse.
Gotta like find a money spread picture. Or let me write meme. Yeah. Yeah, the reference. Trying to find the reference. Hmm. Let me listen to the video again. Uh, private jet meme. I think there's a meme. Maybe it was Shaq or something. Some guy in a. Did I say Check? Jack. Is he called Shaq? I don't know, guys. I'm not a basketball watcher. I don't watch any sports to be honest. I just like playing games. I mean like sports. I like playing like basketball, football, volleyball. I think it was a DJ Khaled. I think that was nice. Hmm. Like something like this. Bro, what's wrong with this hand over here? Let's give him some glasses. Actually remove this and make this look as if it's his hand. Yeah, this is definitely better. Okay. And the floor is like what? I guess also brown, but like light brown. I guess let's also draw a watch. Don't really like watches, but you know, sure. Make it have like blue. You're not safe, of course. Hmm. Die. Make it. Yeah, like this. Mm-hmm. In reality. Let me Google. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you. I think I like this. I like how I made this private jet. It looks pretty cool. Well, it's not the best, but like pretty cool. Mm, I think it's gonna be just that, but like then I'm gonna like make a huge, well not that huge. And the glasses too. Mm, great. Alright, let's see that. Let's see how it looks over here.
Reg 2. My internet basically means when a person is pretending to be something they're not. For example, someone making videos in a private jet.
Mm,
For example, someone making videos in a private jet about being videos in a private jet about being rich and that you can get rich too by buying his horse. But in reality, the private jet is actually rented. And the private jet is actually rented and he's not rich. He's just rented and his
mhm.
private jet is actually rented and he's not rich. His horse. But in reality, the private jet is actually rented and he's not rich. He's just making rented and he's not rich. He's just not rich. He's just making money from people that believed his lies. And he's not rich, he's just making money from people that believed his lies. This is one way people on the internet that believed his lies. This is one way people making money from people that believed his lies. This is one way people on the internet use the word LARP. The guy is pretending to be rich. But it seems like the most famous way the word LARP was used in the internet is when talking about most famous way the word LARP was used in the internet.
I'm gonna have this marker over here. Remember that, hey, that I put something over here. Over here, mate.
Is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched a show even though they didn't. I think this became famous because nowadays we have we have
Shorts, Reels, TikToks. I can actually like, whoa, what is that? Anyway, media. Like focus on the stuff, right? I can like add a bin, well not a bin. Uh, go here, go here. How did I, how did I put this whole thing over here? PNG, PNG, thing over here. Forgot how I did that. Oh, import file, yeah, foldering. One has everything.
shorts, reels, TikToks, and have shorts,
Okay, so I'm gonna take this one, take it to Fusion. Take only this. Still shows a little bit, so let's fix it. Well, great.
have shorts, reels, TikToks, and these we have shorts, reels, TikToks. These we have shorts, reels, TikToks, and these are filled with have shorts, reels, TikToks, and these are filled with clips from different shows that don't always get recommended to people that watch that show. And these are filled with Reels, TikToks, and
Click all of these, put them below.
shorts, reels, TikToks, and these are filled with clips from different shows that don't always get recommended to people that watch that show. And when these people repeatedly watch, because nowadays we have shorts, reels, TikToks,
And add some animation to this later. Well, why later? I mean, I can do that now.
LARP applier. There is even a whole flipping website called
I'm. I just reached the second minute. That's cool. Sure, there is like some parts that I gotta
This is
do
one
here.
way people on the internet is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched the show even though they didn't. I think
People that launch. People that launch show. People that launch shows. People that launch shows. If I remember correctly, Luffy had like a yellow thing over here. Yeah. Okay, let's go here now.
This became famous because nowadays we have shorts, reels. Is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched the show. Is he's just making money from people that believed his lies. This is one way people in the internet use the word LARP. The guy is pretending to be rich. But it seems like the most famous way the word LARP was used in the internet is when talking about people that LARP is when is this is one way people is when talking about is
Uh, will my new drawing appear here? That's the question. No, it didn't appear here. So even though I put the file that I wanna, like every picture in that file I wanted to appear here, if I even make a new picture, it doesn't appear here. Alright, I get it. I still gotta put this here.
it seems like the most famous way the word LARP was used in the internet is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched the show even though they didn't. I think this became famous because nowadays we have shorts, reels, TikToks, I think this became famous because nowadays we have shorts, reels, TikToks, and these are filled with clips from different shows that TikToks, and these are filled with clips from shorts, reels, TikToks, and these are filled with clips from different shows that don't always get recommended to people that watch that show. Used in the internet is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched the show. Talking about people that LARP shows. LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched the show even though they didn't. I think this became famous because nowadays we have shorts, reels, TikToks, and these are filled with clips from different shows that don't always get recommended to people that watch that show. And when these people repeatedly watch different clips, they get to a point where they actually get some knowledge about the show that watch that show.
What did I uh, what did I draw on the storyboard? I think it was just filled with PNGs.
And when these people repeatedly watch different clips, they get to a point where they actually get some knowledge about the show they never watched. For example, some people call this character from Jujutsu Kaisen to people that watch that show. And when these people repeatedly watch different clips, they actually get some knowledge from different clips. These people
Now, guys, I feel like I'm actually editing in. Oh, I'm not showing this. My bad. I feel like I'm actually editing in DaVinci instead of learning to edit. You know, there's a difference now. Because at first it was like, bro, how do I do this? How do I do that? But now it's like just actually making the video instead of let me do this. Oh, wait, hold on. How do I do that? Oh, I do this. I do it like that, and then I start doing it. Stop doing that basically. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But still, I gotta learn more. Uh, like how to minimize the effort. Basically, I gotta learn how to use the shortcuts in DaVinci and use the many things that DaVinci has uh, that are really good to be used in my videos. Let's be honest, DaVinci is like really has a lot of stuff, really cool stuff in it. It has a huge learning curve. Same thing with Krita, the app I use to draw stuff. It has a huge learning curve. It's really good, but it's very hard. Both of them are very hard to uh, for are very hard for beginners. But once you learn what you need to do, you're like in a good situation. However, you can learn even more stuff. That's the thing. Like for example, well, let me drink. Hydration break. As I was saying, for example, if it's Paint X, once you learn how to draw stuff, that's it. That's it. You don't really have anything else to do. Um, over there, you learned everything. That's it. Even though like you just learned the basic stuff, but yeah, that's it. You already learned everything you need. But when it comes to Ibis Paint, I mean, when it comes to Krita, there's like many features that are still there, but you don't really know about them. And all of that is for free. You know? Like for example, there's like hold on a moment. See, there's like example this. I mean, I guess it's just the font. Or there's there's like some different features. I don't really can't really talk about them that much. But like there's a lot of stuff in this app that I still don't know about. And it's also you can also animate with it. There's many brushes. And that's not all of them. Here's all of them. I think maybe you can like even download some brushes, isn't that right? This is like the manga thing. You can do this. Make this whole thing cooler. See, there's a lot of stuff that can be done. Oh, I'm actually deleting the drawing book. Yeah, I want uh digital and this one. This one is like my favorite. I should put it in my favorite. Totally my mouse. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Let me actually download this one and use it as the thing that will appear over here. I like it better. Is there a replace? Maybe it's not. Look at it now.
Is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched a show even though they didn't. I think this is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act.
How do I full screen this? Yeah, look at it. Let's Google that. How to full screen in the function. Control F.
Internet is when talking about people that LARP.
I gotta remove these over here. They I'm looking at my PC monitor to uh, look at where they are because it's really hard to look at them in my drawing tablet. I feel like my drawing tablet is really bright, but I changed that anyway. Also, guys, I think maybe this is gonna be it for today's stream. Stream for 2 hours. Also, I feel kind of tired. I'm happy about what I did today. I really want to continue. Hold on. So let's actually learn some stuff instead of just being comfortable in my uh, uncomfortable situation. So I go to cut so I can find this thing, which is import media. But I want it in edit because it's easier for me to edit stuff in edits, unironically or ironically. Yeah, I'm not wrong. Yeah, whatever, man, whatever. Don't want to think about it at the moment. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go to edit and I'm gonna write in Google how to import media in edit mode in DaVinci. Drag and drop the right click menu. Well, what is that keyboard shortcut, bro? File menu shortcut. Go to top menu, click files, import, top menu, click files, files, import, then media. Oh, it's Control I. Control I. Right, so all I have to do is just click Control I instead of going to here, cut, then going here, then import media, then clicking the thing that I want. I just Control I, bam! I click directly the image I want, and it appears over here. Great. See, guys, that's why you gotta um, be in an uncomfortable situation, meaning actually look for the shortcut to make the rest of your life easier.
Use in the internet is when talking about people that LARP shows, meaning they act as if they watched a show even though they didn't. I think this became famous because nowadays we have shorts, reels, TikToks, and these are filled with clips from different shows that don't always get recommended to people that watch that show. And when these people repeatedly watch different clips, they get to a point where they actually get some knowledge about the show they never watched. For example, some people call this character from Jujutsu actually get some knowledge about the show they never watched. They get to a point where they actually get some knowledge about the show they never watched. Reels, TikToks, and these are filled with clips from different shows that don't always get recommended to people that watch that show. And when these people repeatedly watch different clips, they get to a point where they actually get some knowledge about the show they never watched.
Mm, yeah. Let's see how much I did today. Maybe proud of myself. Okay, so the video is 6 minutes long, and I did 2 minutes. Really close to reaching 3 minutes.
Is different in the his name is Ryu Ishigori. The reason he is called they get to for example, some people call this character from Jujutsu Kaisen Jane Juliet. His name is Ryu Ishigori. The reason he is called Jane is probably because the song Jane is used a lot in clips about him. And someone who didn't watch the show will not know that the name Jane that often appears in the title of these clips is actually the name of the song, not the character. This situation proves to me that the reason LARPing became popular is simply because people post a lot of short form content about shows to the point where even non-anime watchers can actually start talking about anime. And actually, I can be an example of that. Look, I never watched The Invincible.
Bruh, I even made a mistake in the name. It's called Invincible or Invincibles. I think Invincible. Yeah, Invincible. It's not that. It wasn't a thriller thing. Anyway, it was Invincible. Then I gotta change this the script. And look, this one is pretty easy.
For
Like
example, some people call
just the image of Ryu Ishigori.
this character Ishiguri. The reason he is called Jane is probably because the title of these clips
You know, just some small stuff. Then
might
bam.
be an example of that. Look, I never watched The Invincibles, but oh my, I can be talking about how Thrag is different in the comics and how in the show they made him seem like he's very. I can be talking.
Hmm. Feel like I made like many good-looking drawings in this drawing tablet, and like these look good. This look good. What else? The money spread looks good. Yeah, the money spread. Skibby toilet display. You know, these look really good, and it's because I have a pen. You know, I can actually do these stuff directly instead of using my finger, and it's gonna take a long time to make. So might as well not do that and make a really bad drawing. I can actually do like a good looking drawing the same time I do a bad drawing in my phone and with my finger. So yeah, it is pretty cool. And guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. Um, I think I did pretty good. I can do more, but like I just don't want to do it at the moment. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. Maybe I might stream in the night, not sure, but probably not. I mean, hey, this is already good. Like next time, inshallah, if I actually stream and make this whole thing, I mean start streaming again. I'm just thinking of something else while uh, talking about this. Well, when I start streaming again and continue editing this, like just some small stuff, and then bam, already at 3 minutes.
Comics because I don't talk about the extra stuff, then it became pretending to be something you're not. But recently, the word got another evolution. Instead of
And I think in the section of LARP tubers, it's gonna be filled with actual images of those LARP tubers instead of drawings. So I think it's gonna be actually the easiest, the final one. Not sure. I don't remember exactly what I did because it's been a long time since I made this video. Well, since I uh, did a voiceover for this video. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. On streaming today, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.